Hi everyone, today I would like to talk about a topic that's been on my mind for some time, and that's regarding Criterion releases, Criterion DVDs, Criterion Blu-rays. I've been aware of Criterion for some time, and it's a very reputable company, and a lot of collectors of movies swear by Criterion. I certainly have my share of Criterions in my collection, on DVD and Blu-ray, but I guess I'm at a loss because I don't understand why some people consider Criterion to be the be all and end all of movie collecting. And I say that based on the fact that while so many Criterions are really of great quality, they have great transfers, most of them, because I've had Criterions that are not. And while they have a lot of extra features to offer, it's not the greatest thing that I've been aware of. I mean, I've got independent labels in my collection that have better transfers sometimes, believe it or not, and sometimes a lot more extra features. And while there are many great titles out there from Criterion, I mean, I just think of the Beatles. A Hard Day's Night is a really great Criterion disc, and there are titles like 12 Angry Men, and I could think of a lot more, but there are hits and misses. I mean, I didn't think as a horror fan that their copy of Island of Lost Souls with Charles Lawton was so hot, and I realized I think the materials are not really existing anymore, but they could have done a better job, I thought, cleanup or otherwise. It's really hit and miss for me with Criterion, and I'm afraid I just don't get it. And I say this because I know people that treat it like the holy grail of movies, and they also treat them like somehow Criterion is its own entity, its own genre when we're talking of films. In fact, what really inspired me making this video was just today while I was going for my morning walk. I was listening with the earbuds to a show. I won't say any names or anything, but I was listening to a movie discussion show, and one of the people was saying how, well, some of my favorite genres, like I love horror films. The person was saying I very much. It's probably my favorite genre. Sometimes I'll be in the mood and I'll watch horror films for like a month. Sometimes I'll be interested in comedy and I'll watch comedy films for a month, and that's all well and good. But then the person turned around and said, and sometimes I'll spend a month watching Criterions. And I thought to myself, what do you mean watching Criterions? Criterions are not a movie genre. Criterions are a company that puts out movies. I mean, you don't go around saying, I'm on a desire lately to watch, I don't know, Kino movies. I have this desire lately that I want to watch Dark Sky. It doesn't matter what the company is. Criterion releases everything from horror films like Andy Warhol's Dracula, what we're really known as Blood for Dracula, and Flesh for Frankenstein, garbage like that, to classics like Bergman, and stuff like that. So it runs the gamut. I don't understand why people say, the Criterions. I love my Criterions as a genre. And I know a lot of people watching this won't agree, and that's okay. We can agree to disagree. But I just don't think Criterion, at least these days, is all it's cracked up to be anymore. And this is not a slam to say they're not fine. They have some fine stuff. I own some, but I've been disappointed. There was even an occasion where I had an MGM disc, and then I bought a Criterion disc, and the MGM, I preferred to transfer a little better on the MGM. What are your thoughts? Please let me know. Thank you. Keep watching.